We've got overtime. We've got 16 round runs. We've got 1v3s, 2 of them at a minimum from Lotto. We got everything you could possibly want in this series, and we're going to get a little bit more of it here on Inferno. It all ends here, and it seems like GODSENT want to bring that end quickly in this pistol round towards B, though they do eat a chunky nade, John. Cue your ooh. Oh, here's the clean out. Dumao, only one. Put the bomb down. Numbers even. Can they overwhelm Pesadelo before the reinforcements get here? They can indeed. Now they've got the strong post-plant positions.
Yeah, 4v3. XNS, TRK, and Maluk trying to go for the retake, but they are denied. 1, 2, 3. No one gets another frag in the round for Team 1. And GODSENT, well, we're going to continue counting that round win streak. It's now at 17 in a row.
If they 16-0 this, you're just going to keep it going the whole way?
Yeah.
That seems a little unlikely to me, but yes, that would be fitting if they did.
I mean, we got to keep counting. Is that what you meant? I can't speak words if that's what you meant.
Yeah, I mean, for Team 1's sake, let's hope that's not going to happen. That's a nice start, though. Maluk's scout down. We know how deadly a scout can be. Now TRK. Try his hand. A new hand touches the beacon. Do you understand that reference, John?
No, remind me.
You ever played Skyrim?
I only played a little bit of it. I'm trying to force myself to actually go through it right now.
If you have to force yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, Dumao. Pesa was getting dangerous there for a moment. But the bomb is going to be down. Suffice it to say, if you do decide to play it, and you find a white gem in a chest called Meridia's Beacon, pick it up.
Okay.
That's all I'll say for you.
All right. Well, you've left me interested at the very least. Perhaps I should play at least long enough to find that beacon. Well, this round is going to go to GODSENT. Bomb's going to explode. The question is, do TRK and XNS get out of it with the 5-7 minutes go, which is what they're trying to do? I don't think so. Taco takes care of TRK, and XNS gets destroyed. 2-0 in favor of GODSENT.
So there we go. To keep your total going, 18 rounds in a row.
Right.
18 rounds in a row. Which I think is also the number of times they've released Skyrim.
that is actually probably accurate. Oh, it's ridiculous. I lost track of how many times they re-released that game. It is nuts.
It came out in 2011. 11. And since then, it's been on every possible system since.
Yeah.
Penny with 2 nice kills means that any teeth that were in this round have been taken out. Defanged. And, well, yeah, it's just Maluk with a USP. I don't blame him for getting that one done quick. Pardon, just crab walking at him with a menacing gaze.
Alrighty. 19 in a row. Looking to make it the big 20 with a round victory here. And, well, I mean, look, GODSENT's got a pretty decent buy-up considering this is technically a bonus round. 3 Galils, an AK, and a MAC-10, not looking too shabby. And they're just going to charge down. Banana Utility is going to sail on board. They do get connected on, but they keep pushing up. Barton gets the opener, and Pesa can't spot them out. He's trying to escape, but he's flashed, and Barton pulls up the USP to take him down. XNS gets the trade at the very least, but 4v3 man advantage, and XNS is on an island. No one to support him. GODSENT forcing the issue, and Taco takes down XNS. The round is indeed over. Nothing Team 1 can do to get back into it, Mike. And, well, I mean, just GODSENT are on a heater right now. This is ridiculous.
Well, that's always the issue as well with those early CT side rounds, is that you rarely have all the utility in the world, so you try and save it. You try and skimp here and there, right? So the molly doesn't go down early. Different pieces are missing, and that flashbang was just devastating. Barton had a MAC-10. That's it. He demolishes too. Yeah, he gets traded,
One was the
but
USP.
it's well worth the price of admission.
One was with the USP, wasn't even the MAC-10. It was unbelievable. Like, the amount of impact he had given his buy-up was ridiculous, or given what he had in his hands. Yeah,
So,
even though I want to say, Mike, Team One did actually throw the Molotov. It's just that GODSENT were past it. They pushed right up.
so quick in it, so fast. Devastating here for Team One. They are reeling. It's like they've been roundhouse kicked in the head. There's only 3 deaths total on GODSENT through 4 rounds. And that is the 20th in a row. 4-0 to start this map. But we've seen, to be fair, to temper some expectations, we've seen huge early half leads on all of our maps so far. Right?
Yeah, but it's usually been GODSENT kind of making them disappear, if I'm not mistaken. Not the other way around.
Yes, usually it's been Team 1 going up and then GODSENT running it back. So let's see. Now they're starting out hot. That's all they're going to need to edge this one home. Secure this dub. All but shut the door on Team 1 in playoffs. And really cement their status. Brick it up. Stucco it. Mortar. Other words that you use in construction. Cask of Amontillado right in there. Flashbang around, and IDK has no interest this time. Maluk's been dropped, but it's advantage Team 1, and this is an opportunity now. There's not much utility remaining for GODSENT. They've just got a smoke and a molly to throw. While they do have a split defense, they're going to have to get something going. XNS got the information. That might call for the rotate. He's going to tuck in towards the site. Got his teammate to play off of on the balcony. Don't want to give this up, though. TRK gets the first.
That's big.
Oh, they've got a really good crossfire. Smoke will isolate that, but it's still a 1-for-1 for TRK.
1v3 a lot, though.
Oh, you said the magic words. He's been incredible. Trying to find the spot to plant the bomb. Trying to bait a response here, and he will have it. But he doesn't even get the first kill this time. Looked like he might have another opportunity, but this time it's not to be.
20 in a row and no more.
No more.
Team 1. That's it.
No
now
one
it's
gets
Team 1's
21
turn.
rounds in a row against Team 1.
Oh, boy. Yeah, great shutdown there. It starts with a good, I think, 2 players playing towards Banana there. Maluk along with IDK, each getting a kill apiece and forcing GODSENT back. And after that point, they really couldn't recover. Lacked the utility to make a proper execute onto the A site, and that really is what cost them. TRK, a very critical frag to make it a 4v2. And after that point, GODSENT just walked into the crosshairs and couldn't really do much of anything. As mentioned, limited utility. And he patiently waiting for IDK to peek around, and finally he does. I'm surprised the smoke doesn't pop there for IDK. There's no reason to continue peeking once you have that information, but he really wanted to take the fight and find a frag. Now the util comes forward, but it might be too late. GODSENT want to get to this B site, and they will. Pesa gets caught off around the corner there of the pillar, and that's going to be a save, Mike.
Plug pull. Taco going to try and punish here. All right, so GODSENT's crazy streak comes to an end, but then they immediately get the answer. That's a miss shot. XNS will live, and with him surviving, it should be pretty good positioning to keep these guns up, which is nice for Team 1. It at least avoids the utterly harsher reset. It gives them something to try and build with in the next. They've still got a built-up loss bonus reminder, so they should have fine money to make a buy of this. But my goodness, GODSENT just on an absolute ripper.
They are.
Dumas even coming looking for this. XNS, this isn't a guarantee, though Dumas has chosen the wrong direction. Got the one, and he runs.
Good job, XNS, to stay alive there. And yeah, Team 1, I don't know. There's not much they can do in that round. GODSENT again find that opener down Banana. They've been very aggressive there. 3 rounds out of the 6 that we've played, they just charged down Banana and took control quickly. And then once they got onto the B site, Team 1 pulled the plug, which you're going to see a lot. It's Inferno. The CTs need to save because of how big the rotations are and how hard it is to fight back into both bomb sites. Now Team 1 are going through that utility battle towards Banana. It is intense. The flames are a-burning on both sides. 4 Molotovs tossed forward. Now 2 nades from GODSENT. No damage done on either side, and it looks like control at the end of the day belongs to GODSENT. That means Team 1 need to send 1 player back to B. Don't want to leave IDK isolated here, and that one will be Pesa, who has been a very strong player for them up until this point. Everyone on Team 1 has been quite quiet, though. So far, anyway, on Inferno. TRK is going to see the Molotov, has to throw the smoke, or else he's going to die, and, well, that could trigger GODSENT to push in here and at least make some noise and keep these 3 players onto the A site.
They're pushing them back. They have funneled them back. A minute to go. A lot of utility being committed here. What's still available over on towards B? Pace it just a flashbang. IDK, just flashbangs. It's actually just a pool of 2 flashbangs. So this is going to get tough here. 45 seconds. They've got nothing to hold this at bay. The rotation's not here fast enough. Pace it gets caught by the flashes. It's actually IDK's flash that blinded him. And they are full whited and done. I think IDK got caught by his own flash as well, maybe?
He did.
I'm unclear on the assist there. That's a little awkward.
Yeah, that flashbang was no good. Sometimes it's better to just pull back and not throw it. And that was one of those cases. Unfortunately for Team 1, that means that GODSENT will get a 6th round on the board. And they are going to go for the save once more. You're going to see it a lot, as I mentioned.
Yeah. Inferno.
Yep.
That's how it works. It's how it works. And so far for Team 1, it's been about blowing the doors open towards that B site. And funneling on in. And it is, again, it's just so hard to hold on to it when you get depleted on the util. It's why so many teams run it where you see, like, if the 3rd player just drop their set of util by the church as a refuel. Team 1, so far, have not been having a lot of success here, obviously, but it's being that util running out that's really done them in.
Yeah, they got to pace it a little better. And like you mentioned, just dropping some util for the player on the B hold helps so much. They haven't.
TRK going to come over to do that in this round?
Maybe.
Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. Oh no, he's just setting up one nade.
Yeah.
Another pushing it? It's unorthodox.
Well, it makes sense because of how much pressure GODSENT have put on Banana. They forced this to happen. That's a big one. XMS from window gets one, but immediately traded because 3 players just bearing down on him in the apartments. And now Team 1 realize they don't have much presence on A. Maluk gets caught with utility in his hands. Is still alive. Lucky for him. TRK does support, but Dumal finds a trade. Nade flies into mini pit, but won't connect for much. Maluk is kind of isolated, and he will get cleaned out here if he's not careful, and he does. Penny drops him, then gets the second on the quick scope towards Pesa. IDK the last one standing, and indeed it is done.
The bomb still needs to rotate. IDK is going to go for this. IDK is going to go for this. Henny's posted on the angle, and he will not get past. No chance that Alp's missing. 7-1 is the scoreline. GODSENT, apart from one slight hiccup, have been demolishing once more. That momentum from overpass, that red-hot pace has not cooled in the slightest.
No. I mean, technically won 23 of the last 24 rounds, Mike. So they still got an impressive stat going their way.
Ooh. Missed shot. Luke just spotting the elbow, but he got jiggled. And this is the adjustment. They put the AWP here at the bottom of Banana, trying to hold on. Because they've been getting off of these positions, and it'll work.
There we go.
That's a connection. Maluk even dodging the nade damage. A Molotov down to secure his spot, and his counter nade will be effective. Penny eating that one, catching it in his teeth. It's not good for your digestion. But Barton on the balcony. If he just goes out, there's no one to hold this.
He's so hesitant.
Uh-oh. And that's what they're counting on. They're counting on him just working his way in towards the lurk. But if something activates him, if something coaxes him out of this position, now it's being watched for.
They're watching. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still the possibility, but now they're ready. The timing is hitting their mind, and there's going to be the check, and now IDK seen him. IDK seen him, and the moment has elapsed. Still, the pressure's going to come on. These players up on the lane, they could be in trouble. TRK down below. That's the cleanup. TRK had to get out. They didn't have the double man set up here, and it's working out beautifully. IDK stuck in the corner. He's alone. He's isolated. The smokes and Moto mean his teammates cannot get in to help him, and there's going to be the clear, and it's a one and done. Good trading here from GODSENT. It is a 2-on-2. Goes through. They both go through. Pesa takes down one, but that bomb planted makes this more difficult. The Pesa just wants to stick it, but he doesn't have a kit. It'd be a 10-second. The kit is down, but it's ahead of him. He could actually recover this. Barton's not watching. Now he's got the kit, and he's gotten into the graveyard. He's got the kill. He's got the time. He's got the round. Team 1, it comes down to a clutch, but they finally got their second on the board.
Wow. That one was close. GODSENT were very good on the trades going into that A site. Pesa left to his own devices in a 1v1. Again, a good trade coming through from GODSENT to put it in that position. But great work from him to ensure that once he goes towards that pit, he spots out the rifle and then Goomba stomps him right over that wall. So good job by Pesa. Shining when he needed to. The thing is, it's only 2 rounds. Team 1 needs a lot more than that. Let's see if they can actually find 2 in a row. Oh, the utility! It is relentless from GODSENT. They will not let Team 1 breathe here. IDK does get the trade on Talato, which will help, but I mean, they just need to be careful every single round. They cannot take any little bit of space for granted in that position. Taco just managed to slip through here into the smoke. They have no idea. This could be devastating for both XNS and TRK. Barton's fighting on the front lines, but man, this could get scary for Team 1.
He knows the backstab is good. He just has to live. There's the kill coming in. Do they expect a second player? That could actually get a little interesting here. Looking for it, and Dumao takes a double take, but that's enough. Now here's the problem. Look at where the bomb is.
Oh no.
Henny. Oh, it's not going to matter if he just kills everyone. Pace's already thinking about where the heck he can stand to save this AWP, so he's going to tuck into the church, and, well, they're going to take their time, but this should eventually be a GODSENT round.
Yeah, I like what GODSENT in there. They said, well, hold up, Henny. We're going to clear things out for you. Make sure no one's here, and then you can come. Taco does spot out where Pesa is, so now they have no business going towards that B site. A is already cleared. Bomb's going to get planted, and maybe Dumao wants to hunt here. Obviously, getting this op out of the hands of Pesa will help immensely and punish Team 1 even more out of this one. But GODSENT, they've already taken the half. They've got the 8 rounds, and Team 1 cannot string 2 together.
I just love how methodical Barton was there, knowing that it is almost certainly a safe situation, knowing that it would be a really tough rotate and clear. He still puts the smoke and the molly down just to make absolutely sure that there is no way for Pesa to somehow take this round away.
Oh, yeah.
That's nicely done. So 8 rounds already going to be found here on the T side. Whether Pesa saves this op or not. Ooh, shotgun op, shotgun op, shotgun op. Oh, quick scope.
Quick scope.
Quick scope. He's dipping, he's diving, and he's dead.
Oh, no.
That's not the 5th D of dodgeball. That's just death.
That hurts.
Some might say.
Yeah, GODSENT could have kept throwing the bodies at them, right? Because they got the money, so why not? And, well, it costs Team 1 way more than it does GODSENT in terms of money. All right, Team 1 going to half buy into this one. They got a really good chunk of utility. 2 Deagles, never can underestimate the Brazilian Deagles, of course, and 3 5.7s to work with. They are going to send 3 players towards the A site. The other 2 are fighting for banana. This time GODSENT relents a little bit on the utility in the early goings, but now it's coming on forward. They're just trying to keep the pace a little different so that Team 1 never really knows when it's going to come through. Great flashbang thrown by Henny. IDK, absolutely nothing he can do. And that's 1 player cleared out towards B. If the second one goes down, this round is also likely over. Good attempt there from Pesa, batten down the hatches, but he's only 1 man against 3. Ugh.
Out here for Barton. A little flick around. Barton stacking up the numbers in the anti-eco. That's his 14th kill. Man's 14 and 4. Had himself a little game here.
Yeah, no, it's good to see from Barton. There were some question marks, right? Especially after Mirage, but he has really found his form. It started on an overpass at the end of the first half, and then, of course, in that crazy round run, he was a big part of it. And yeah, Barton's back.
Oh! Ooh.
And
Okay.
Maluk's dead.
Maluk wanted to go aggressive, wanted to get a little cheeky with the alt mid peek, didn't even get towards alt mid, gets deleted. Taco with the entry as well. This is now just starting to become a death ball. It's a bowling ball rolling down the lane, and at this point, the Team 1 players are feeling a lot like pins. Bomb's going to be planted. This is, again, a situation where you should be saving, but when you're down, seemingly about to be 10-2, saving can feel a little futile.
I don't know if GODSENT's going to give up their grip here in this one.
No. Doesn't seem likely. 26 of the last 28 rounds. Keeping our count going here. Doesn't really make any sense anymore. Made a lot more sense when it was a clean streak.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can still keep track of it, right?
But I'm enjoying the bit.
Yeah. He's certainly not enjoying things. At least gets to save the A1S. But
It's a nice shady veranda there, though. A little trellis.
Relief from the sun, but that's it.
All I'm saying is, if there weren't a bunch of people shooting at each other and blowing this town up, I'd vacation here. It's pretty. There's lots of chickens roaming.
Yeah. It's always nice to have some... Oh, goodness, IDK. That was unnecessary, sir.
IDK. Call PETA. Get them on the phone.
They're already on the line. I got them on speed dial right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, especially when we're on Inferno. I got them ready. Oh,
PETA stand for anymore?
I don't know.
What does it stand for? Protection...
I honestly, I don't know.
Let's see. People for the ethical treatment of animals. Okay.
Okay. Well, that makes
so it'd
sense.
be PETK. People for the ethical treatment of chickens. That's what we need in Counter-Strike.
Well, maybe the ethical treatment of Team 1. Because
boy.
they're getting just demolished right now. 5v2.
We need
nothing going on in this round.
Need a Sarah McLachlan song playing over. That's just the montage of them getting absolutely demolished on these entries. In the arms of an angel.
Oh, goodness.
Oof, Maluk's in the arms of some angel right now. But Pesa, he can be your angel, or he can be your devil.
I mean,
not a whole lot of the devil part so far this map. Mostly in the saves.
Yeah. And he's gone. I mean, didn't really need to go for the save. Tried to peek, maybe get a frag. Not that that would have mattered much anyway, because you have, what, 4 players on full loss? Lost bonus, full money.
Yeah.
Jeez. 11-2 for GODSENT. Looking to make it 12-2 here. And the way they've been playing, even with the rifles up for Team 1, it hasn't made much of a difference.
Nope. They are getting shellacked. Absolutely boomed. As the saying goes. He boomed me, he boomed me, he boomed me times 5.
Okay. I won't touch that one.
Team 1
any further.
Adding GODSENT to the list of teams they want to train with in the off season. That, John, is an RNBA copy pasta. It has some more colorful language and profanity, but I cleaned it up for the people at home.
I had a feeling.
Ooh, Taco. This is a good setup, right? 3 players here towards the porch. If at first you don't succeed, add more players to the lane peak. And it works! Especially if TRK just kills everybody. That is the ideal system. Seems like Team 1 might just be getting their 3rd round here.
Maybe.
Maybe. Perhaps. Maluk just needs to hit this. He's got it. Trade's fine. There you go. 3rd round on the board. They even keep 4 alive, John, so they get to have guns in the last round of the half. But best case Ontario for them right now, 4 rounds. CT side of Inferno. That's brutal.
That's really tough. I mean, GODSENT's already up in a big way with those 11 on T side. Potentially 12 that last round. Finally, Team 1 getting it answered, especially towards Banana in the early goings. And GODSENT did relent a little bit from that utility usage, and now they're going to go back to it here. Going to have that Molotov and smoke coming out early. Here comes the nade. Does it connect a little bit onto IDK? IDK jumping around looking for information. Didn't spot out anyone just yet. A nade flies through, and that one's good. Chonky damage onto Dumao. IDK still waiting. Spams through the smoke and manages to connect with a lucky one. Barton gets one, but the trades are good again for Team 1. Molotovs are sailing, and oh my goodness, IDK and Pace are in for a world of hurt. They do manage to survive, and Henny is hoping for a peek to come through or something. Connecting on a lucky shot. Needs to back away from this because he's got the bomb on his back, and his 2 teammates, well, they're headed in towards bracket.
Thought they are. Pressure around. Smoke to isolate these out. This could actually be the split towards B. Based on that moto smoke, it'd be a little unusual with no presence on banana anymore. What do they want to do? No. They'll wrap their tendrils around the A site. No lane presence either, though. They're going to go through this on the smoke fade. Oh, Maluk's out in the open. He slips in a mini pit. He hits his shot. Tagged in turn, but Maluk knocking him down one after another. It's all in a Henny now. 1v3. Player still on site. Go to the rifle to try and get her done. But now the reinforcements are here. The cavalry is here, and it's XNS to take us into the half. Well, quite a deficit for Team 1 to come back from, but we have seen some crazy runs so far this game, mostly from the GODSENT camp. But maybe it's time for Team 1 to take a turn.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, it's 2 in a row. They got their first win streak of Inferno.
Hey.
Maybe they're going to channel some of that magic and steal this one away from GODSENT. They have been good on the pistol rounds at the very least. Barton is waiting here. He's only got Dumao by his side, as GODSENT had predicted that potentially the hit's going to come towards B. That prediction would be wrong, because the bomb is on the back of Pesa, and he's nowhere near the B site. He's in the apartments with 2 players, and he's got one over towards mid, who will be pushing up shortly. Just Team 1 waiting for the right opportunity. IDK with a smoke and a flash to use here, and Maluk's just sticking around that B site, Mike.
It's going to be tricky. It's not a bad setup, right? The double pit play can still be deadly if you're tapping, and now they've dealt with the lurk, so how long will GODSENT keep the third player over here? Not long. They're rotating, but now it's the fighting towards pit, and Dumao is good. He's dropped the bomb as well, so they have to cross back into his angle to get that parcel of C4. He has just completely dismantled this round. 3 kills to his name, and it's all over. That one, all Dumao. One of the 2 in pit needed to step up, and it was Dumao all the way.
He's just so good. Honestly, throughout this entire BO3, he has not really been lacking at all in terms of the fragging department. Has just been a monster. One of the best young talents, honestly, at this level right now. It's just impressive what he's been able to show on this GODSENT squad. 12-4 in favor of GODSENT. The 2-round win streak was, well, all Team 1 would get. That one was short-lived. Taco waiting here to greet the Team 1 players, who are just going to go for a full-on save, aside from the Zeus that XNS bought up, and a couple of pistols. We'll see how that pans out for them. Henny comes around the corner. Barton with the MP9, and yeah, they're just taking so much damage. There's so little they can do here. Henny's going to peek, probably get a few frags, and yeah, a couple come through. Barton gets the other one.
Feast. Time to make some money. XS with the Zeus! Zeus kills. Third one of the series.
It's crazy. One per map.
XNS got the one on connector as well on overpass where he jumped through the smoke. So XNS, big guy for the Zeus. I feel like it was Taco in the first map, but I don't actually remember.
I don't recall either, but I
don't
think
recall
so.
Who got a Mirage. Who started CT side on Mirage? GODSENT, right?
It was
GODSENT, that would have been Team 1's pick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was someone on GODSENT's side, and I think it was Taco.
Well,
if you know who got the Zeus kill in map number 1, at JRT TV. That's TV and then 2 little E's on Twitter. Let him know who got the Zeus kill. Taco about to get an MP9 kill, and that's a nice way to start out your bonus round.
Yeah, it's actually Henny who gets the Molotov frag at the end of the day on IDK, and dipped his toes in that fire for a little too long. Smoke's going to come out, and that one goes past the Molotov, which is actually the intention here for GODSENT, I believe, because they wanted it to be deep, just to re-smoke and ensure that Team 1 wouldn't have a path forward. And this is just, that's a tough way to start out your first real full-on buy round of the half. AK is going to come out here. Pace has got the ground. Taco get caught off guard, and he's going to toss a Molotov. He's got Henny with him, but both go down. What a sequence for Pesa and TRK. TRK takes a lot of damage, and Barton still has a chance to get a trade on Ford if TRK pushes out, which he will very shortly. No, he's waiting. Now the fight's going to come through, and there is the trade. So settling things down is Barton. 3v3, but XNS gets it right back. Yes.
They could leave. They could leave. There's no one to backstop them. And info. Barton comes out of the pit. It's all on the Lato now. How do they read this, though? Where do they actually want to take it? They've gotten 2 kills on very different sides of the map. And, okay, there's Lato in a 1v3. No. Again, the magic. Well, was there. And he's just spotted one. He's brought down to the clutch. The 1v1. Again. Maluk wants nothing to do with this. He knows how this is gone. He's out of here. This would be Lato's 3rd 1v3 clutch. 1 per map at this rate. And he's going to have to go all the way around the world to find it this time. That bomb's going down.
I believe.
He's got the kit. He's got the time. And Maluk is backed off towards the church. Lato has no information about where Maluk is playing. If he had a smoke, This would be even more potent. That's not available. Flashbang and a nade. He's just got to find a fight. HE? Gambles. Not going to be it. And he's shot in the back. This time the luck runs out. The magic comes to a close. And Maluk finds a 5th round for Team 1.
Oh, so close yet so far for Lato. I can't believe how efficient he has been in the 1vx's tonight. If we would have gotten 1v3, I don't know the last time, if ever, I saw a player get a 1v3 on 3 maps in a row in one series. So, well, maybe Lato still got something to show us in the latter parts of this one. But either way, Team 1 do indeed find a little bit more, at least, with a 5th round. But GODSENT, feeling that the momentum is still on their side, they're going to force up. They got 2 A1Ss, an MP9, and the FAMAS. Not much presence towards Banana. In fact, quite passive into mid. They want the fight to come to them. No one is in lane here, Mike. That's a glaring gap.
It is, provided it gets checked.
Yes.
That's not always happened. It's a bit of a gamble with the inferior weaponry. Comes a check. It's a hit towards B. Bomb's not committed yet, but they've got so much face top. Banana. Now that's going to be punished. Good flashbangs, good kills. Another poke back in. That's a little bold for Henny, but they know they have IDK pushing to the corner. And that's huge damage on IDK. But now, Team 1 have been funneled back the other way, and here's where you run into that issue of being so very stacked. Unless the timing on this push in towards... That's huge. That's XNS now down. They have to funnel quickly, but the bomb has to be careful about where it rotates and how. DRK trying to swing out alone. He gets one, but the trade is instant, and it's down to a 2v4. They no longer have that gap. They no longer have that space towards sight. With only 25 seconds about to hit the clock, they got to go now, and there's no opportunity. Henny toying with them, dancing with them, damage through the box, and he's looking for his 3rd. Maluk backing away. If he leaves, he gives up his chance to get a plant. He's just trying to damage now, and he won't even find that. Can't land a bullet on Barton. That's 14 rounds found for GODSENT. They're 2 away from closing this series out.
Not to mention the money is in the gutter for Team 1. What do you do here? I mean, if you lose the round, you're down 15-5, and you have to win 10 in a row. If you force up, I mean, and lose it, then you have nothing to buy up in the next one. So, I mean, they go for the eco. They're playing for overtime. 3 Deagles, a P250, and a Glock. No utility at all. There's only so much you can do. Dumao could have a feast here, even though it's just the FAMAS. Nades get tossed on forward. Henny peeking around mid. Oh, jeez. This is so risky for Team 1. And yeah, they're going to get cleaned out. Nice shot from Dumao. Lato takes down Maluk, and this one might already be over.
It's looking like it. It's decidedly looking like it. Like Team 1 are going to try the 10-round run back. Based on the way things have been going, that would be a heck of a story to write home about. And they're not getting this bomb back. Not without sacrificing some lives. 4 players watching this angle now. Might as well just start spamming the smoke and praying. Really. If you have the Deagles, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to save here.
50 seconds. He's going to come to play. There's the first kill for Henny. And Peso will be next to peek into the blender.
Yep.
I mean, what are you going to do? 4 crosshairs, right? You literally can't put bullets out of the Deagle fast enough to do anything about that.
I mean, you can, but you have to be a robot. Because there's no way you can do it.
I legitimately think even with a trigger bot, you would die there.
I don't know.
Like, you just couldn't shoot them fast enough, you know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah. 15-5, Mike. This is a rout.
It is. It is an absolute stomping. After the chaos of Mirage, GODSENT run it back. 16 in a row.
Oh, missed nade.
On overpass. And then just come out stomping here on Inferno. So whatever was going on Mirage settled down in a big way.
Not just on Mirage, but the first 9 rounds of overpass, right?
True. Yeah. But this should be looking like a godsend win. Nice opener in this round. They've got 10 rounds to secure it, though, so they don't have to force the issue here. They certainly would love to get it going here. They know the power of a good comeback, having pulled one off themselves in this series. And me, a little pepper up spray, did actually find some damage, so it's completely unconfirmed. He'll be sectioned off by smoke. No. Stuff comes together, comes to fruition. Where are they moving? What are they doing? They're getting bottled up. It's 40 seconds. There's not a lot of util on the CT side, but there's basically none for Team 1. They've got a single smoke to work with, and they're going to have to go when that smoke comes through. Meanwhile, you've got 3 players here towards the site. You got a very comfortable setup for GODSENT, and now the flashbangs alone are going to slow this down. 25 seconds. Yeah. It's all running out. They're running out of their opportunity. They're missing it on the clock. Barton's got 2. It's all over. GODSENT have done it. They win this series. They dominate on Inferno. They run it back on Overpass. They make it happen